Hi everyone, and welcome back to another episode of Dusty Trails and Drone Tales. Today we're in Memramcook, New Brunswick, where it is a balmy minus 16 degrees Celsius with a feel like of minus 23, and we are back for the annual 5 Club poker run in the area. So if you remember last year, this was the first video that we did for the channel. We had a great time, so we decided to come back. This year we're going to change up our route a little bit, go to some different places. Also back with us today is co-pilot Doug behind the camera. So stay tuned and see where we end up. Okay, so we have left the Airbnb that we were staying at last night. It's on Little Dover Road in Memramcook. Great spot. We're like maybe a kilometer to Trail 2910, and our first stop is going to be Folly Lake, where we're going to meet up with a friend of ours, James, with his big green Kawasaki machine. He was with us last year on the 5 Club run, and he runs these trails all the time, so he absolutely knows where he's going. So we're going to follow him today. So last year, you'll remember, we started out in Sackville
at the hotel, yep.
And
Coastal.
It was a little bit out there, so we decided to stay at Memramcook this year. We got as far as Shediac last year. This year we're going to go all the way out to Cap Pelé, and we're going to come back, and hopefully this year we'll have some time to do the Beaumont loop in the daylight, because last year we did not make it there during the day. So yeah, let's see where we're going to end up and how well we're going to do. I've been following on the few clubs in the area on Facebook the last few days, and the groomers have been out hard at it. This trail 2910's been sort of groomed. We did get a couple of dumpings of snow this week, not like last year where we got a bunch of snow the night before, and had a really thick layer of snow on before we even set out last year, and they didn't have time to re-groom. So we'll see how this goes. Looks like the trails are promising to be pretty good this year, so hopefully you'll stay along with us for the ride. Okay, after a couple of little wrong turns, we're now going to turn on to Trail 3030, I believe. And this will take us out to Folly Lake, where we're going to meet up with James, possibly James' wife, and carry on from there. We're going to meet somebody else at the Dieppe shelter, and then one more at the Matco Mansion out in Shediac area. And that'll be our group for today. Like I say, these are all local folks. They know these trails very well, so we're going to be in pretty good hands following them today. And we've got co-pilot Doug here.
Good day.
Yep, good day. Who's already alerted to me to one wrong turn, so, what would it be without making a wrong turn, right?
Side adventure.
Yeah. Although it did look like the trail continued, but that was probably somebody's driveway. Okay, so we met up with James. That's him in front of us with the big green Kawasaki machine. And since we both need gas, we're going to follow him to the gas station. Since there's a little trail up here that'll take us out across from the gas station. So we'll go and fill her up, because I'm down to like 3/8 of a tank. So we'll meet you again here shortly. Okay, we're going to pull off onto a side trail here, ungroomed, unmarked, and go get some gas. So this is a nice little trail here, like I say, local unmarked trail. Takes us right to the gas station, so we don't have to do any road running there. Worst thing we'll have to do is cross the road. Not the end of the world. Wouldn't be the first time we've done so. And it is quite scenic through here. Lots of snow on the trees. Like I said earlier, we did get some snow on Monday. This is Saturday. Groomers were out throughout the week. And then there was some surprise snow squall activity Thursday night along the Bay of Fundy Coast and up into Moncton, where there was another 10 to 20 centimeters of snow that fell. Groomers were out yesterday. Not everything we've hit so far today was groomed, but it's early days yet, or early hours, I should say. So where we did hit trails, though, they were in good shape so far and pretty smooth going. And but yeah, sometimes some of these little unmarked trails are nice little pass-throughs as well. And what we're going to do is co-pilot Doug and I both have ride command recording. So hopefully out of one of the two of us, or even both of us, will come up with a GPX file to share. And if we're successful, we'll just make mention of that at the end of the video. And you can email us at Dusty Trails and Drone Tales. I'll put that up on the screen at the end as well, if we did get a successful one. And I'd be more than happy to share the GPX file with you again.
Snowy trails and drone tales, yay!
Yeah, a little bit of a theme for different theme for today. Instead of dirt dust, snow dust. But one thing I like about snow dust is I don't have to spend a shit ton of time cleaning after, getting mud out of every friggin' little nook and cranny. Okay, so we made our little side trip to the gas station, and we just hit trail 3030 according to the sign. So our next stop is going to be the Dieppe shelter, where we're going to meet up with another friend of James. Oh, okay.
Long drive.
Yeah, that was okay. I wasn't expecting this to be there that early, but okay, here we are. So, well, it looks like today's special is fricot. For those of you who are English folk and don't know what fricot is, it's basically an Acadian version of chicken and dumplings with potatoes and carrots and chicken and summer savory and doughboys. And it looks like they got an entertainment here coming up tonight. So what we're going to do is we're going to make a little pit stop here, wait for James's friend. And what do you think? You want to go in and start a poker hand and get some 50-50s, Doug?
Yeah, probably.
All right. So let's do that and head on in. Okay, so if you want to get yourself into a Kawasaki Ridge for the low price of $50, the Dieppe ATV Club is selling tickets on this machine as a fundraiser. I've only seen one of these before. The one I saw was the enclosed version with the with heat and air conditioning, but it does look to be a fairly nice machine. It's got the 4-cylinder inline engine in it. So yeah, for $50, this could be yours, and proceeds go to the Dieppe ATV Club. So this is the Dieppe ATV shelter, and we've got a place where you can go and buy your poker hands and 50-50 tickets. And they got snacks and stuff for sale here. So we're going to go and start our poker hand now and get some 50-50 tickets and do some more along the way. Okay, so we met up with James' friend Sylvia.
Yep.
And family and friends. So now we've left the Dieppe shelter. We're on trail 3030. And now we're going to head to Shediac to meet up with another friend of James. His name is Jamie, I believe. And there's a couple of folks, Jamie and Sylvia. They've got open machines. So
you see it right there?
Yep, right in front of us. They may break off with us in Shediac and come back and just tour around Memramcook while we head out to Cap Pelé for lunch and do some different trails that we haven't seen before. Hopefully we don't get lost. Co-pilot Doug's going to be semi in charge, maybe.
We are in trouble.
I.e. we're fucked.
For the fans of MASH, wrong way Felton here.
So yeah, we're gonna head out Shediac. I believe the Shediac shelter is the Matco Mansion, and we'll carry you along for the drive through here and see how this goes. But the trails are nicely groomed here. A little soft today, but still, all in all, I would say pretty smooth though. What do you think?
Oh, it's pretty good.
I would say a little better than last year.
Isn't there a stop at Norm's Hole or whatever the heck it is?
Oh, yes. That's where James said we're going to meet. We're going to meet Jamie at Camp Norm. And there's a bit of a hill there. I know a lot of the bikes were having trouble getting up there last year. We made it fine with the Razor. We'll see what happens this year. We are not heading to Sackville this year. We didn't catch it in the video last year because it was dark and late, and there was a hill between Sackville and Dorchester that we went up how many times and slid back down sideways? At least, 6?
And we fell a couple times on the ice when we got out.
Yep. Our friend Chris had his Armax last year, and he was able to make it to the top, so we extended both winch lines fully. There was a lot of ice under the trails last year.
Oh, it was terrible. It was scarred up. We got out, we couldn't even stand up.
Yeah, we got out of the machines and just basically slid down the hill on our feet.
I do have a picture of our attempts on a map. I can send you that so you can post it with this.
Yeah, I'll put a little screenshot in here now that we're talking about this, and it'll show you how many times we went up and down the hill when we were tracking the ride. So we're going to avoid that this year, even though there doesn't seem to be the ice underneath the snow this year that we had last year. So, yeah, we're going to avoid that area anyway. We don't want to repeat of last year, and we want to explore some new trail this year. So this year we picked Cap Pelé, and if we come back next year, we may explore somewhere else. Who knows? Okay, we're still keeping on trail 3030 here. Just going to make a turn towards Shediac
And Skaduk.
The run officially began at 10 o'clock. We hit the trails around, 8:45? Something like that.
Take you.
got to the Dieppe shelter by, say, 9:30. From what I could see on the Facebook page, or the Facebook pages in the area, there's probably going to be a lot of traffic today. It looks like it's going to be well attended this year. We'll see definitely see some other machines out and about. We both did get poker hands and some 50-50 tickets to start. I drew 2 cards at the Dieppe shelter. You drew 2 cards too?
Yep.
I drew a couple shit cards so far. I drew the 8 of hearts and the ace of spades.
I got the king of hearts, I think, and the 2 of clubs.
Okay, so you're not in great shape either. So I'm just hoping with the the next couple of shelters that I'll just draw 3 more aces or something and win some money today.
Buy a lottery ticket.
Yeah. So this here, according to the map, being also Trail 3030, we're overlapping onto Beaumont Street. And still, of course, heading out towards Shediac. I'm assuming at some point we're probably going to pick up just a regular trail. The road does look a little icy underneath, but so far so good. I think we can handle it. So now we're coming up to Route 132. We were here last year, so we basically cross over the highway, and then we turn off, I believe it's to our left, onto the trail that'll take us out by Norm's camp and whatnot, eventually towards Shediac. But Route 132, if I remember correctly, from my days living in the area, takes us out to Shediac from Dieppe, goes out past the old Dieppe airport. When we just turned on here, there's a big Volkswagen garage, guy that specializes in old Beetles and stuff. Can't remember for the life of me what his name is, but he does a big swap meet every year in it's either spring or summer. Can't remember if it's May or August, where it's just a swap meet of car parts. So if you are into old cars and shit or looking for parts, this is a good place to come, other than the Sussex Flea Market, which has kind of sort of become inundated with other stuff that's non-car part related. So, yep, we're going to turn here back onto Trail 3030 again, I think, and continue on towards Shediac. If I remember right, too, from last year, off to our right, down over a hill, you won't be able to see it on camera, I don't think, but there's a rail line there. So, looking at my map here now, and this still says Beaumont Street.
And 3030.
And, yep, Trail 3030. Doug, what are you looking at? Are you looking at Ride Command like I am, or are you looking at Quad NB?
I don't trust Quad NB anymore.
So we'll just pan over to the
Quad NB.
Pan over to the right here, and that's the rail line. And I believe if you, for example, get in on the train in Moncton, that's the one that's the rail line that runs to Halifax. So it's shared passenger and freight rail line. So we're still on Trail 3030, running alongside the Trans-Canada Highway number 2. And this is the Calhoun area. If I can get a clear opening here just after these trees, we'll take a shot over to the left here. There's Trans-Canada Highway number 2, 17 kilometers outside of Moncton at the moment. And this has been groomed. So we're going to hang a right here, still keeping with Trail 3030. And we just saw a sign for Norm's Camp, Shediac, and Scenic. So we've just turned on to Trail 2630. en route still on trail 2630 to Norm's camp. I mean, not much time has elapsed. But if I remember correctly from last year, we're going to go through Norma's Hole. That was James' favorite spot to play last year before it got fixed. It was pretty muddy. Yeah, he loved Norma's muddy hole. But it has been fixed. We might have already passed it. I don't fucking know. Like I say, I'm not a local here. So,
once you make it to Norm's camp, it's in the vicinity.
Yes. A little bit of traffic congestion on the trails, pulling over for other people into the deep snow. I'll let these guys go by.
They're getting off.
Oh, they're getting off. Somebody lost a glove. So we'll just carry on. And there's a sign for the shelter. Norm's camp for you English folks, or for us shack folks, Camp on Norm. All right, just up ahead in maybe a kilometer or so, we'll be Camp on Norm's camp.
Did you see that? Somebody has a tap and valves on the side of a tree.
Oh, really?
A literal chrome spout. There's a sign above it. I couldn't read it.
It makes a lot of sense to tap just one tree, I guess. I don't know. It's a little early for that, is it not?
You need a constant freeze thaw cycle.
Well, don't they normally start tapping in like March?
Oh, before that.
Well, we are January like 25th today. Maybe they're getting ready for the freeze thaw cycles.
Not your traditional spile.
Nope.
Looks like something from Canadian Tire. Turn the sap on, hot, cold, running sap.
One tree might give you.
I don't think it was maple either, though.
Oh,
Pine sap's not so good.
nope. So somebody's parking up the wrong tree. Gonna stop ahead. Oh, yep. And here is Norm's camp, followed by the hill everybody had trouble with last year. And we're going to go inside and check and see what's going on. Okay, so we're leaving Camp on Norm's camp. In case you couldn't translate that.
Shacks.
Yep. So, had a little bit of a snack here, and let the folks get warmed up that were in the open Pioneer. Found James' buddy, Jamie. He's on a quad, which will be fucking cold today. I guess if you got the gear, you're all set. And this is the fun hill from last year that everybody had a hard time getting up. Let's see how we make out this time. Piece of cake. But last year, I will say, there was a lot of ice under the snow. So,
Yeah, different world.
yeah. Different machine, different trail conditions. So today the trails are awesome. And we are toasty warm in the Ranger, which is nice. Although last year the Razor got pretty warm.
Yeah, it wasn't bad, eh?
No.
I was comfy last year. The only time I wasn't comfy was on that damn hill.
Yeah.
That was a whole different reason.
That fucking hill. I don't know. Time dependent. Maybe we take a run out that way and see if we can conquer the hill this time. But yeah, not getting that warm, fuzzy feeling of just having pissed myself in a dark suit, you know. And that could have consequences. And you know what they say about consequences, Doug? The dildo of consequences rarely comes lubricated.
Oh, Jesus. Comes with grit.
I'll leave you with that little pearl of wisdom for now, folks. Okay, we're just coming up here on the junction of Trail 2630, or we're going to stay on 2631. 2630, or 20, we're on 2630. We're staying on 2630.
We're going to the gas station because Jamie needs gas.
Yes. If we would have hung a left back there, we would have been on Trail 2631. Not really sure where that takes us, but I'm sure somebody here watching may know. My map isn't zoomed out far enough to let me see where that goes. So,
no point messing with it. We still got the marker.
Yeah. We're once again playing follow the leader with the people that know how to get around here, so probably not the worst idea. But yes, we are going to make a stop up ahead. I think it looks like Scenic at Sally's, they called it, Sally's Convenience. Because I think Sylvia said she needed gas, she was getting low. So yeah, we'll make a stop up here in Scenic and then carry on to Shediac. Going to pop on the Trail 2696 here for a minute to get down to Sally's Convenience, it's a short jaunt into Scenic to the gas station. Might take the opportunity to, I got some squeegees there, clean up my windshield a bit too, because we got a little bit of salt spray on here coming up on the open trail last night. But at least there are gas stops along the trail, which is always nice to see.
And there we are.
And yep, that is gas. Let's find a squeegee. So that was Sally's Convenience. We did not find a squeegee. We're just gonna. Oh, has he got room to get through there? I guess so.
Yeah.
And I also discovered that my pisser hose for the windshield washer was kinked from my second horn bracket, so just loosened up a screw.
Kinky Dan.
Yeah, got that unkinked.
I hate it when my tubes are strangled.
Good thing this channel isn't PG-13, eh, Doug?
Just have to have the standard warning. Parents, monitor. Don't let the kids watch this.
Well, when I upload these to YouTube, there's a box to check that says if this video is made for kids or not, and I will honestly say that I have never fucking checked that box. So now we are...
Oh, somebody gets stuck.
Jamie is stuck with his King Quad in front of James. So we will just park here and make sure that everybody can get underway before we head on to Shediac. Okay, he's out. Just took the corner a little too sharp, that's all. And we are off like a herd of turtles once again. Maximum speed 30 kilometers an hour. So up ahead here, well, we're going to be coming on Parker Road. What Parker Road does in Scenic, it goes into the Scenic Industrial Park. And the Scenic Industrial Park is an old World War II Air Force base. And a lot of the old hangars have been repurposed into, say, like manufacturing facilities, warehouse facilities. So yeah, this is Parker Road here. We're going to cross, and then we're going to cross 132 again. But yeah, it's pretty cool that you know, you can drive through that industrial park and see a lot of the old hangars that have been repurposed. There's a mattress factory in there. I think it's Sealy. In a past life, there's an architectural aluminum manufacturer / fabricator that I used to work with in a previous job that sold me a lot of aluminum doors and windows for commercial glass projects. But yeah, there's a whole mix of stuff in there. It's really interesting. So now we're on our way to Shediac. Sheila got the gas she needed. I believe they were going to head off to Matco Mansion.
Yep, still did.
And I'm not sure if we're going to Matco Mansion or not, or straight into Shediac. So we'll find out. We'll follow the leaders once again.
Weren't we supposed to be meeting somebody at the Matco Mansion?
No, we met him at Camp Norm.
Oh, true, yeah.
Yeah.
But we got to stop there for a poker hand.
Yeah, I mean, we may
I
also
think James does too.
Yeah, I mean, if we don't go by it now, we might just make our way back through there too, on the way back from Cap Pelé.
Like I have a chance of winning.
Yes, me neither.
It's a donation.
Yep. Yeah, without supporting the clubs through your trail passes and you know, supporting the 50-50 draws and prize draws that they have, we wouldn't have these trails and, you know, groomers in the winter and all that stuff. So I don't mind paying my 2 bits to be able to do this year round, that's for damn sure. Okay, we see a sign up ahead.
Usually you don't
Bunch
see
of
something like that
sponsors.
without a shelter.
That's true. Could it be we've arrived at the Matco Mansion? Oh, this ain't fucking Curse of Oak Island. What am I talking about?
With the potential discovery.
Could it be more wood? Oh no, it's the new G. Burke Bridge.
Yeah.
That just opened last year. I remember coming through here last year over the Scenic River. This section of trail, I believe, is fairly new.
265,000.
Wow. Looks like there's been people down on the river. A little playtime in the snow for Jamie and his king quad. Stop here with James and see what's going on. Boys are going to have a little burnout fun here, or donut fun in the light powdery fluff.
Some ditch fun too?
Ditch fun too. I don't think this thing will do a donut, but I highly doubt that. Yeah, that's pretty uneventful.
How good's four-wheel drive? Got a lock? There we go.
And we're out. Just kind of donutted into the ditch. Oh well. Gotta have some fun once in a while, right?
As long as you can get out. All's good.
Alright, we're gonna play a little catch up here and follow them wherever they're off to. Nice straight open stretch here. Probably the fastest we've driven all day. But yes, we sort of did a donut. I just didn't get a good start on it. We'll just say that, right?
I'm sure you still threw snow in. It looked spectacular from the outside, but we'll never know.
Yeah, well, you kind of get the round and round in a circle effect, sort of, kind of on the camera. We'll say we did one.
Sure.
Coming up to an intersection here, trails 2630 and 2601. Looks like the boys have taken a right. 2601. Shediac, Cap Pelé, this way. There was a sign there for shelter too, wasn't there?
I didn't notice.
I think there was. So we're just gonna do a little bit of 2601 here. Looks like it's been groomed sort of early in the week. It's not since the last snowfall. Looks like we get a little bit of traffic stopped up ahead here. Interestingly enough, we haven't seen any Department of Public Safety yet. We only ran into, what, 5 checkpoints last year?
6.
6?
I counted 3 or 4 of them were the same people.
Oh, it looks like somebody has ended up
Off-road?
sideways in the ditch.
Oh,
Oh,
shit.
it's Sylvia.
No.
All right. Well, we're going to go and see what's going on here, make sure everybody's okay. Yes, that is Sylvia who has landed sideways in the ditch. Okay, so got a little close to the edge here. She ended up in the ditch on her side, but everybody's okay. That's the main thing. Got her flipped back up on her side. Now just going to get her winched out and back onto the trail again. Lots of folks have stopped to help, which is good. Main thing is everybody's okay.
From there. Pull the cable out first. Pull the cable out. Okay, here we go.
Okay, so we got traffic flowing again here. There's some bikes that are backing up to let the bikes heading towards Shediac go through because there's more going through that way. So what happened was Sylvia pulled over to let another bike go the opposite way, got a little close to the edge, and she ended up going in and landing on her side. Nothing really high speed or anything, I don't think. Doesn't sound like. Bent her roof up a little bit, but the bike started right up again. Traffic's moving again. Nobody's injured. Lots of folks stopped to help, which is great. That's a good thing about the ATVing community. And now we're on our way again. Clear of the traffic jam and clear of the accident. It's coming up here. Trail 2610 loops off to the left. 2601 continues on straight. That's the one we've been on all along. So it looks like if we go left, there's Dixie Lee, Pizza Delight, Pump House. Cool. Looks like a plowed road. And we're going straight. You did notice the sign back there that said the shelter was straight. So we'll see where we end up.
It's all good.
Yep. No complaints. Everybody's alive.
Nobody hurt.
Nobody hurt. Yep. This one looks to be really well groomed.
Yeah. It's more like a road.
Yeah, I'd say it is too. And I did just look down at the map. It said there was a shelter up ahead, and sure enough, looks like this is the Memramcook Mansion. Yep. When we were here last year, the Memramcook Mansion had just opened. So it was brand new. We'll park here for a few minutes, check in on everybody,
That way.
see what's going inside.
The homemade cabin on the four-wheeler.
That was pretty cool. Gotta do what you gotta do, right? And maybe draw another couple of poker cards while we're here. All right. We're parked at the Memramcook Mansion. Going to go in and draw a couple more poker cards for our hand. And there's definitely lots of machines out today. And so let's go inside and see how we make out. Well, I can say with absolute certainty that the Memramcook Mansion is definitely a hubbub of activity today. Lots of people here. We're just waiting in line to draw our poker cards and see what happens. We're going to draw two more poker cards here. They're just looking up my hand from the Dieppe shelter. Mm-hmm. Okay, let's see what we end up with here. Queen of Spades and a seven of clubs. Not so great. Doug is picking his. He's picked two more kings and a jack. So he's got three kings, jack high. Good for Doug.
Woohoo! That's
There
the
you-
best I've done in a long time.
There you go. Okay, so we have left Macca Mansion, and we're going to hook up here on Trail 26, which will take us out towards Cap Pelé. So here we are, junction of 2601, 2610, and 26. We're going to hang a left here. Bit of a clusterfuck with all the traffic, but I am just going to make myself go. Oh, there's James. And just let him know we're good to go.
That got his attention.
Yep, either got his attention or scared the shit out of him, one of the two. And so we're off. Doug, you had a cheeseburger at the mansion, right?
Yep.
How was it?
It was good.
Nice.
It's trail food. I mean, it's roasted skunk would taste good.
It looks like they had quite an extensive menu there, though. They had poutine, poutine râpé, as you would expect around here. It was poutine, fries, and cheese curds, gravy, and cheeseburgers. What else did they have?
2 kinds of sausages, honey garlic and hot.
Nice.
And I think they had hot dogs, fries, looked like kettle chips, a bunch of things.
Yeah, and that is the Twinners Takeout, I think they call it, at the Matco Mansion. So, haven't seen anything like that around trails around home, but if you want to come for some trail food, come on down this way.
Apparently the Shell at Midland has a food truck there on a regular basis.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I don't see it too much in the winter, but it's there through most of the summer, it seems.
Okay. There's Sheila and their gang.
Sylvia.
I think James is going to peel off with them. And we're going to head out towards Cap Pelé. Oh, it looks like that trail. It looks like there's a sign over there. It says Sackville and Memramcook too. Don't really see it on the map, but oh wait, maybe that. Oh no, I'm looking at my map now. And well, let's just pause here and get our bearings and figure out what the fuck we're doing and where we're going. Okay, we're back. I've got it figured out. So Trail 26 is going to take us towards Cap Pelé, even though we're heading towards Memramcook right now. They're going to peel off onto another trail, which is going to take them back to Memramcook. They're going to cruise around there this afternoon. We're going to stay on 26 and get ourselves out to Cap Pelé, pull into Tim Hortons out there, grab some lunch, and then work our way back to Memramcook and maybe do the Beaumont Loop in the light of day, because we didn't get there last year. Go around some traffic here into the ditch.
Don't go Sylvia.
Sylvia made it through this time. without getting on her side.
I mean, you don't go, Sylvia.
Oh yeah, no, I don't want to do that either. So we're just going to carry along here for a bit and maybe give you some scenic footage along the way. And check in from time to time in normal Dusty Trails and Drone Tails fashion. And hope we get to where we're supposed to go. So James and crew is just peeled off onto the trail back to Memramcook. We're still on Trail 26 heading out towards Cap Pelé, which is pretty much all roads like this, he says. We'll go out there, maybe find a quick lunch, maybe pull into Tim Hortons or something, grab a quick snack there. And then what we'll do is we'll come back through Trail 26, take the same trail James did back towards Memramcook and end up at the Lac Shelter. Or for you English folk, Lake Shelter. Or did you understand Lac Shelter?
We're not lacking.
Okay. So, yeah, we're going to carry on here, see how that goes for a bit, and catch up with you a bit later. So, we're still on Trail 26, which we're going to pretty much stay on to Cap Pelé, I think. There's a trail up here, according to Quad NB, that shoots off to the left. We were cruising along about 60 kilometers an hour, but we caught up with some slower traffic in front of us. And I'm just looking down at the Quad NB app, and this is just one straight line straight up the middle of the screen. So we're just going to carry on here, follow these people. Maybe they know where they're going.
Make it through the backwoods traffic jam.
Yep, at some point I will stop and just take a look just to make sure that we're on the right track, because looks like at some point I'm going to have to pull off onto another trail. I just don't want to miss it.
It's at least 5 or 6 kilometers. We've been going straight.
Yeah, it has been.
So we got the Irving signs on the side telling us.
Oh, you've been following those, have you?
Checking them every now and then, yeah.
So yeah, we're just gonna sign out here for a little bit and just double check our bearings and pick up in another few straight kilometers.
Way to Cap Pelé and that way to Port Elgin.
Yep. So yeah, yep, there's the sign. 26 kind of peters in both directions, it looks like. Maybe not. So we'll turn on to this one.
This is a different one anyway, 2710.
Yep, 2710 Cap Pelé ATV Club. I think when I looked at it earlier, I should have probably just turned on the itinerary. I mapped it all out at home before I left. And I could have just breadcrumbed it.
And we would have picked up where we are.
But I think it was 2710 that we were going to get on. Well,
Yes.
I mean, obviously the sign said if we kept straight, we're going to Port Elgin, so not going that far today.
From looking at it, yeah, it's 2710 for a while.
Yeah.
There was, I think, a small section of 2710 that was closed, but if we go up to where Tim Hortons and everything is, we wouldn't hit that at all.
No. I think Tim Hortons will be a good, quick stop for lunch, even though you had a cheeseburger. I just had a few peanuts and a cheese stick.
Tea break.
Oh, pea break would be good too.
Yep.
Mind you, neither one of us have drank a lot today. And by drink, I say Gatorade for me.
Water.
Yeah.
I don't drink on the trail.
No, me neither. It's not worth it. I'm sure as the day goes on, too, when we get back closer to Memramcook and whatnot, we'll start running into checkpoints again.
Yep.
Where James peeled off, if I remember right, we'd hit a checkpoint earlier in the day, and then we met up with the same peace officers at that intersection. So they were somewhere near the Matco mansion.
They were hopscotching around.
Yeah.
But I think we met one guy 3 times last year,
Yep.
if I recall.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure we
He
did.
just rolled up. You again, see ya.
Yep. But yeah, I'm really surprised we haven't seen any at all yet today.
It's early.
That's true.
Although, back there at the Matco Mansion, I did see quite a few deer going in and out.
Okay. Not us.
Nope.
So, if you're watching somebody from, what do we say? Department of Public Safety?
Yeah.
I think DNR comes out once in a while, too.
Well, they got all sorts. They actually recruit some of the RCMP and everything, too.
You will not find anything on us. Okay, there's a sign for fuel, shelter, and food. Think we're getting close to Cap Pelé?
It's a good sign. Have a look at the road.
Yeah, really good road. We're still rocking 3/4 of a tank of gas. I got 15 liters spare on board too, so I think we're good for the day. So far today we have done, let's see here.
You think you'd have enough if we do the Beaumont loop and everything?
Oh God, yeah. We've done 64 kilometers so far.
Seems like more.
It does seem like more. Well, my trip odometer is slightly off because the tires are slightly bigger than stock.
Yeah. But still, that would only add up to a small percentage.
Yeah.
If you did the math, maybe 2%. So 64 plus or minus 6.
Yeah. So we've done 60-something kilometers. And it's only like 1/4 to 2. Might be cutting her close for Beaumont during the daylight again.
Yeah.
Might have to put the hammer down on the way back.
If we can.
Depends on how much traffic we get behind. Okay, so we're still on 2710. We're going to cross route something or other here. We're on Poussette Road. So I think the sign back there said left was Haut de Boujagan, and then to the right was Grand Barachois or vice versa. Can't really remember now, but we're gonna stay on this little Poussette Road here for 1/4 of a kilometer, and then we're gonna get back on the trail to Cap Pelé, and I can sort of see Cap Pelé coming into the distance here on the map. What's your map say there, co-pilot Doug?
Well, let's hope it's still going.
Survey says
It's stalled.
oh.
Maybe it's just so far behind since I turned it on, it's taking a while to recenter.
Okay.
Yep, we're getting close according to this.
Perfect.
We'll peel off to the right a little ways up.
Yep, right here. 2710. Cap Pelé. Would you just look at that? We're not lost. Yeah.
Shelter, fuel, and food.
Okay, good sign. Oh, this looks pretty nice through here under the trees, though. Not bad at all.
We follow this for a way, and not sure which way we'd go to get to the Irving.
Yeah, maybe we'll stop and get our bearings together if your technology isn't cooperating. Unless you want to switch over to Quad MB from Ragman. That should have the food and fuel stops on there. Oh, somebody hit the ditch. A few people hit the ditch.
Maybe they were just trying to get over to let people pass.
Yeah, probably. It isn't that wide through here. All in all, though, I will say the trails have been really nice today.
Irving Greco Subway, so that's got to be it right there. So we go up here and then peel to the right. Just follow that up.
And we'll come right out. Yeah, we're just kind of meandering along beside Route 945. It looked like it said Poussette Road. We'll just put our way along in through here, and next intersection we'll let you know where we go. Okay, so we're at the junction here of Trail 2701 and 2710. If we go left, we're going to go to the shelter à Tiandré in 1 kilometer. So we're going right here on 2710. Then we're going to hit 2702, I think it was.
It looked like 2702.
And that'll take us to an Irving and Tim Hortons.
And Greco.
And Greco. Donaire or Tim
Temptation.
Hortons?
Decide when you get there.
Yeah, so Donaire may be calling my name today. So for those of you that are from outside the area that do not know what a Donaire is, it is kind of like what folks would be more familiar with would be a gyro or a gyro, depending on where you're from and what you call it. So basically, it's spiced meat roasted on a spit. In this case, Donaire meat. And of course, you have Donaire sauce, which is a mix of sweetened condensed milk, garlic powder, and vinegar. So you put some of that on your Donaire meat, and you also get onions and tomatoes, and that all goes into a pita wrap, and you eat it, like I say, just like a gyro or a gyro. It's just a little bit different meat. Gyros are typically made with lamb.
That's how we get under.
Oh, great. Tight spot. And Donaires are made with beef. And I do make my own Donaire meat from time to time. And I forget the spices that go in it, but homemade is way better than store-bought. So we're just going to carry on here, get a little bit of a bridge coming up in the hill. Does it look like we're still going in the right direction there, co-pilot Doug?
Yep.
Excellent.
Should come up to a 90-degree left, roughly.
Right here?
No? There's only a partial left.
Then a 90-degree left.
Yeah, it's down a little ways. Quarter of a kilometer.
There we go. Then we're going to hit the 90-degree left.
Yes, sir. Then we stay straight. Follow this right too.
Right to 2702?
Yeah, there's a little freaky jig up top. Looks like we cross and come back.
There are some other restaurants here too that are accessible by trail. They're marked on the Quad NB app. There's Fred's Restaurant, which has been here for years and years and years. I can remember going there as a kid with family.
That was a long time ago.
Yeah. Well, we're talking 35 years ago now. It's probably the last time I've been to Fred's.
Oh, yeah.
Yep. James also recommended Resto 577, said the food was fantastic. We're on a bit of a tight time crunch here today, so we don't really have time for sit down. Non-trail accessible. There's other stuff in Cap Pelé if you want to park somewhere and walk. And then, of course, there's the Tim Hortons if you're looking for a quick bite, and of course, Greco. So we're going to keep ahead here on 2702. 2710 continues here off to the right.
Yep.
And we're going to stay on this and come right out and buy some food. Okay, so we're just getting into Cap Pelé here. So right here, it looks like we're going to hang a right.
Yep. Oh, there's Fred's.
Should we have gone left there? Yes, we should have.
No.
Nope.
It says,
Okay.
well, according to this, it keeps it going up, but I mean, it just comes back on that road anyway.
Yeah. Yeah, it looks like there was people that just shortcutted over some sort of park there.
Through somebody's parking lot.
Yeah. So as we loop around here on Route 133, Directly across from us there is Fred's Bakery. Bread, baked goods, Chinese food, Canadian
Don't know if
food,
I've
and
ever
pizza.
eaten there. I have heard it's not that good, but that was about 10 years ago.
Okay. At the Fred's Bakery, the Chinese food, you mean?
Yeah, we tried to get Chinese food there one time, and they didn't have any.
Oh. Maybe that shouldn't be on the sign. So we're going to get on Route 133 here. You can see as we loop around there, on the right is Fred's Restaurant. Doesn't look like it's open yet. A couple of cars there, but...
Pizza Shack, too.
Oh, they got a Pizza Shack in there now. Oh, it looks like there's possibly another place to... Oh, no. That's a greenhouse up here on the left. The Blanc greenhouses.
Sounds like a shady place.
And here is the Tim Hortons. And another Fred's Restaurant.
Huh?
Well, let's pull in here into the Irving, right by Sandy Beach Camping.
I don't think you can get over to Tim's from here, but
No, but I think Greco's kind of calling my name.
yeah.
What do you think, Doug?
I don't know if it's Greco. Well, yeah, there's Greco and Subway.
Yeah, Greco and Subway. Let's stop and have a bite here.
And an NBLC.
Oh, even better if you're into that sort of thing while you're on the trail. And here we be.
Lights are on. That's a good sign.
Lights are on. Somebody's home. Okay, that was Cap Pelé. Had some Greco Donair, which is really good. I haven't had Donair in forever. So now we're going to head back towards Memramcook and head off to the Lac Shelter. See what's going on there. I still have a poker card left to draw. So maybe I'll draw it there. See what happens. So what we're going to do here is head back out the same way we came in and then pick up the trail where James peeled off the 26 and head out there. And then there's a trail that'll take us back out to either Folly Lake, which is pretty much where we started, or we can also head out towards the Lac Shelter, and that's the way we're going to go. So we're still on Trail 2710, making our way back to the very straight Trail 26. And then once we get to where we're going to turn off and head towards the Lac Shelter on our way back to Memramcook, we're going to, I'll let you guys know what trail number that is. That's the one that James and crew peeled off on earlier. I have one more card to draw from my poker hand. And I'll get some more 50-50 tickets to support that club as well. And Doug, you're going to get some more 50-50s as well?
Oh, probably.
Yeah.
Beat my 3 kings, though.
Well, I need a miracle to beat your 3 kings at this moment. That miracle being another poker hand, so maybe I'll get another one.
That'd be one way to do it.
Draw all 5 at one shelter and see what happens. Okay, back to Trail 26 again. Coming off of Trail 2710. Memramcook and Shediac are right, and Port Elgin is the left. We're not going to Port Elgin.
Not today.
Maybe next year. Don't know what there is out there, but we'll save that for a future episode.
So we can go see it.
So we're just gonna meander along this very straight stretch for about 372 kilometers. And we'll see you at the next trail in about 3 minutes. Or right now for you folks at home. Okay, so that wraps up Trail 26 for today. Now we're turning off onto the trail that James went down, ungroomed. I don't see a trail number yet. You see anything on your phone there, Doug?
I wasn't looking, but it's about the mileage sign's right there. I think it's at 12. So that was 9.5 roughly kilometers.
So 9.5 from where we got back on 26 So it wasn't 374 of straight driving.
Couldn't tell you. This is going to take a while to update, because I didn't have it open.
Okay, so I just zoomed out. And we're on trail 2910.
2910, okay.
So there's a couple of trails off to the right here. We did get a lowdown from James before he peeled off. First trail on the right will take us back towards Folly Lake. Second trail on the right is going to take us out to the Lac Shelter. So we want to check out the Lac Shelter. I want to get some more 50-50s, maybe another poker hand. So we're going to head there, and then still not looking promising for the Beaumont Loop during the day. Might do that one after dark again. James wants to meet back up with us, so we'll see once we get back to his area where they're cruising around today, and find out what's going on.
Maybe we can get there before 8:30 like last year.
Yeah, because you had the timestamp on your phone. That was a little bit of a whoop-de-doo. You had the timestamp on your phone when you took a picture at the Beaumont shelter of 8:32 p.m. It was late, that's for damn sure.
Oh yeah.
Then we had to get back to Sackville
That was an adventure.
after we got out of the Beaumont. So it was what, 10 o'clock or so by the time we got back to Sackville last year? Maybe even 10:30?
Oh, God knows.
I don't know. At my age, I usually shit the bed twice by 10:30, so. Maybe I'll be in bed by 10:30 again tonight. I don't know. That would be a nice goal to have.
At your age, quote unquote. That's funny.
Well, it is all downhill after 40.
Yeah, but 60 is the new 20.
Oh. So I'm going to go back into my 20s when I hit 60, because they do say you revert as you get older. And by 80, you're shitting and pissing yourself in diapers again. So you got what, 20 good years left there, Doug?
No comment?
Where you're shitting and pissing yourself in the diapers now?
That depends.
Ah,
Hell no.
depends for him or depends for her? Are you getting in touch with your feminine side or not?
In public, I'm not getting in touch with any side.
Well, at least we haven't devolved into a hemorrhoids conversation yet. Ah. That's one for another day.
For never.
Okay, so we're on 2910 and we come to a junction here. So if we hang a left, we would end up on trail 2810, which would take us down towards, zoom out here, Sackville. So I would say we came through there last year. So we're going to hang a right here. According to the sign that's in front of us, the Lac Shelter is 14 kilometers on the right. Irving and Freddy's Pizza, 17 kilometers. Beaumont Point, 34 kilometers. The Lourdes Shelter is 5 kilometers. Shelter Pit à Mac, that's at Mac's Pit, in case you didn't know, Doug. 17 kilometers. The Beaumont Shelter, they didn't put mileage on that. And Dieppe is 26 kilometers. So off to the right we go. And there's a sign to our right. Gas, food, and shelter. Something tells me we came through here last year on our way from Sackville. And maybe it was 2810 that we got stuck on that fucking hill.
It's going towards Sackville. Chances are good.
Yep. Although it looks like there's two ways to get to Sackville. When I zoomed out on the map, it looks like you can make a loop down around. So, not exactly sure. I don't really remember what trail we were on. But either way, not heading that way today.
Nope.
Okay, coming up here on trail 2903. Lac Shelter, 13 kilometers left. So this is definitely taking us towards the village of Memramcook instead of back towards Dieppe. Pretty sure that if we would have hung a right back there, we would have been heading towards the Dieppe Shelter or that area again, Folly Lake, maybe.
15 kilometers to Freddy's Pizza.
Freddy's is good. The dinners are outstanding. I didn't realize there was one in Memramcook now.
God, where though?
I think it's right across from the church. Just up from the Irving.
Okay. I don't know Memramcook to save my life.
In front of Notre Dame Church. So we got some slow traffic in front of us. Don't really want to scare them by double blaring the horn, but it is a little tempting. But we won't.
Well, isn't this like golf? You know, can we play through?
In their defense, I guess, there's two people riding on quads, probably with no heat. Well, not probably with no heat.
There you go.
Yay!
Pay attention, dude.
That may have scared the bejesus out of them, I don't know.
Well, judging from the gray beards and the way they were moving, it scared them right into the grave.
It is fairly nice through here, though, through all the trees covered in snow.
Smooth trail, but it's scenic.
Yep.
not a wide open straight 10-kilometer road.
It's not groomed, so it's a little bit more challenging for handling and stuff, but it is packed down pretty well. You just gotta...
It does look like it has a significant drop off on this side.
Yeah, there's a good ditch there, isn't there? Yeah.
We're about to find out.
All right, this guy, he's got a wider turnoff spot, it sure looks like.
Either that or you just didn't want to see a wreck.
Yeah. An old Arctic cat. Away he goes, and away we go. Maybe.
Sideways.
There we go. Back in the ruts again. Back in the hardback. Okay, we just got to the Memramcook East Road. Stopped here just to check our bearings, make sure we're on the right track. And I must say that is the most interesting real estate sign I have ever seen. The real estate agent, bam, bam, on either side of her boobs. Are you selling houses? Or are you selling something else?
Cowboy hat, a vest.
Yeah, that's a bit interesting. Anyhow, we're going to carry on here. We're still on Trail 2910. And we're going to go on that a little bit, stay on 2910, and end up at the Memramcook shelter, or the lake shelter here at Memramcook Lake very shortly. But you can see in front of us that this is the, we're getting into the Memramcook Valley. We're right near the Trans-Canada Highway as well. Might have to cross it or under it, something like that. But anyhow, almost there. Okay, so we're on 2910 still. 2903, I believe, is if you carry on ahead. They'll take you out back towards Calhoun. And we're going to cross the highway here. Just going to stop at the top of the hill so I don't slide down and rear end this woman.
I think it's a dude.
No, that's I think the old man is in the front.
The one with the beard's the man, I hope.
Well, it is 2024. We don't know that. And wait for the traffic to cross the highway.
I can guarantee there's nothing coming from my way right now.
Transport
Well, I
truck.
hope so.
Couple of cars, one more, and we're going to give her.
Get the Jeep out of the way.
Here we go.
Question, is this clown going to get in your way?
Pretty much. Thanks a lot, asshole. Hope you're not watching the video.
We've passed them before. Okay, car in my way.
Okay, more cars.
The car after the transport truck.
And then we got good shot.
Yeah. I see nothing after him.
Let's do this again.
Wee-hoo.
All right. Now we're gonna hang a sharp right down here. Still on 2910. Wow, that's a deep drop off on either side.
You're gonna take that one, take it fast.
Make sure you don't walk away from that one.
No slow, anguished crush.
There we go. This is not bad through here. And And shortly, we'll be hanging a right towards the Lac Shelter. So once we get to the junction, we'll bring you back online. Okay, so we're approaching the junction where we're going to turn off to the Lac Shelter. So if you continue straight, that goes out towards the Broke Creek Road. That would be Trail 2905. And from my looking on the map, Lac Shelter is still on 2910. They want to let us pass, but didn't exactly pick a great place to stop on the side hill like that. And in not too long, we should be at the shelter. Looks to maybe be a kilometer or two.
That's ice under there.
Very nice through here.
No ice.
Oh, yeah. I thought you said it's nice through here.
It is nice.
And the ice is making it nice because it's filled in the holes and ruts. And if I remember last year, we were just here coming on dark. Got a lot more daylight this time around.
About an hour and change.
May have to take matters into our own hands and just continue on to Beaumont maybe after we stop at the shelter.
Yeah, if we don't hear from James,
Yeah.
just tell him we're heading towards Beaumont.
Yeah, and he can meet us down that way. Couple more turns and we should be there. Funky little one here. And we got an icy hill.
Didn't seem to be an issue.
Nope, and just up ahead should be the shelter. There it is. There we be. All right, we're going to park here, see what's going on, and go inside. I'll draw my last poker hand, get some more 50-50s. Okay, so we're leaving the Memramcook Lac Shelter, and we're going to go out and do the Beaumont Loop. Maybe there'll be a little bit of daylight left by the time we get there. Don't know. But we're about to find out. So we're going to stick on Trail 2910 here until we get into the village, and then we're going to loop off on another couple of different trails and get down there, hopefully with time to spare. What do you think? Think we can make it?
In daylight? We can make it, yes. In daylight? Twilight.
Well, better than last year, fucking 10 o'clock at night.
Yeah.
Or 8 o'clock at night, whatever it was.
Yeah. 8:37 at the Beaumont shelter, according to the timestamp on the pictures.
Yeah, it was well dark then. All right, so we'll show you some highlights along the way here, and once there's trail changes and stuff like that, we'll go live again and let you know what those trail changes are. And there goes Via Rail, Moncton to Halifax. That train is called the Ocean. There she goes. And here we go. Okay, we're still keeping on Trail 2910 through the woods here. And we're going to carry on this until, I said, what, 2905? 2908? Fuck, I don't remember. Either way, we're going to carry on this for a bit and then turn on to another trail, which is going to take us down to the point. First, we got to get through this trail. I will say, though, everything is pretty well signed around here, so when we get to that junction, if I had to hazard a guess, there's probably going to be a sign there. So we'll carry on here, look for a sign, keep checking the app, and see how it goes. Okay, I'm looking at a sign here.
South of Beaumont at?
Beaumont Point, 16 kilometers straight ahead. Trail 2901. So let's see what this has in store for us. Oh yes, I remember coming down here last year now.
Didn't
There
you
was
get
a
stopped there?
checkpoint there.
Yeah. I think that's where that picture I have is.
Yes, yes. That is correct, Doug. It's all coming back to me now. Doesn't happen very often. But
The last time was in the dark.
yeah, it's totally different in the day.
Ish.
Yeah, I remember the footage being in the dark by headlights last year, so hopefully we don't get that this year. Either way, I saw the sign, and it opened up my eyes. I saw the sign.
Beaumont Shelter.
Beaumont Shelter or Beaumont Shelter. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to continue straight here, and then I'm going to hop on trail 2908, take a right, and then hop back on 2901, take a left. It looks to be a lot shorter. So
Sure.
we're just going to skip the shelter for now and try to get to where we're going.
That's what I told James.
So we're still on 2901. 2908 is not much farther up ahead. Instead of going out and doing a big long loop, and we're probably not going to loop down to around Beaumont Point because there is a washout at some point. That's pretty sketchy. So we're just going to continue on through here, hit that 2908, and then hopefully it's a straight shot down into Beaumont Point. Once we get there, we will wrap things up for the day. Doug and I will make our way back towards the Airbnb, find some supper somewhere. Maybe Dieppe shelter? What do you think?
I'm easy. If not, I got boil in a bag.
Blech. Boils in a bag, eh?
Hot water in a bag.
So maybe next time on the way back through, to avoid that lump we just went over, we'll go around by the shelter. We'll see.
Oh, why not?
But yeah, we'll wrap things up at the point. You guys have been with us probably long enough for the day. You don't want to see us go back through and cover some trails we already covered, so...
But it won't be pointless.
Nope. There's a point in sight, we think.
What's your point?
I don't have a point. This whole
point.
channel is sometimes pointless, I think, but people are watching, so...
Fair point.
Yep. So we're just going to pause here for a moment and do a couple of trail changes and keep on going.
Deer.
First wildlife we've seen in a long time out on the trails. And there they go. So do we. Okay, so we're on Trail 2901, which now has turned into Beaumont Road. And directly in front of us, you see the Petitcodiac River, which flows in from the Bay of Fundy, also known as the Chocolate River if you're not from the area. And twice a day when the tide comes in, you have the tidal bore that starts here and goes all the way up to Moncton. So on the other side of the river would be Albert County, which would be the Hillsborough area, which is where we were for the President's Choice Children's Charity Run. What else did we do out that way? We were out by the Hillsborough Golf Course. You can continue on down to Hopewell Rocks and into Fundy National Park. When we were out there for the Goshen to Alma run, that's all that side of the river. That's Albert County over there, and this is the Westmoreland County side of the river over here. So now we've reached the end of the maintained portion of the road, and we're just going to carry on right now to Beaumont Point. Looks like we're going to make it with some light left.
Twilight.
Yep, twilight, but still enough to look around and see what the fuck's going on around here.
Ignore the road closed sign.
Yes, road closed is to traffic. We're not traffic, we're off-roading vehicles. And this is still the trail. I think we came back out from Beaumont Point last year under the cover of darkness this way.
Yeah.
The rest of the gang went out and over the rough way that we came in, but we chose to come this way, and we met up with them back at an intersection back there.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure we went up the Scout Road too.
Oh, probably did. So we're going to pause here, and we'll meet up with you again at the Beaumont Point. folks, we did it. We made it to Beaumont Point in daylight this time. And this is what it is. Very quiet, peaceful spot. Well, at least now anyway, because we met a bunch of machines coming out. But this is pretty much where the Petitcodiac River meets the Bay of Fundy here in Memramcook. So, sun's setting. We're going to try and wrap things up here shortly. And going to head back from where we came and call it a day. All right, as the sun sets, the sun is also setting on another episode of Dusty Trails and Drone Tales. We had a great time today exploring the trails around Memramcook and Shediac and Cap Pelé. Ended up here at Beaumont Point, which we didn't get to do in the daylight last year. I wanted to show it to all of you folks. We were able to successfully capture that. So we're going to wrap it up here. Co-pilot Doug and I have had a pretty full day on the trails. Probably end up going to find some supper at one of the shelters on our way back through, and we're going to wrap it up. So until the next time, folks, may your trails always be dusty with snow this time of year, and your drones always stay airborne. And until the next time, folks, keep it rubber side down, and thanks for watching.